Hi everyone, my name is Caroline. I am the owner of CherryOakCo. It's a small business on Etsy and I sell stationery, sell keychains, t-shirts, tote bags, sweatshirts. In the future, I hope to sell glass jars and bookmarks and so many more ideas. But I began my journey in 2021. And I kind of want to make this video based off like my journey and what I experienced and how I start my business. And I also want to give you kind of tips if you're looking to start your own small business. So the background, I'm 26 years old. I'm an avid drawer, but I have no experience. And if you see my eyes looking down, just because I'm reading off something, I wrote everything in my little book. I am self-taught, so a lot of my drawings I will place here from when I first started drawing to when I'm drawing now. They were not the best because I didn't really understand how to shade or color correctly. I just like drawing. I have grown over time by looking at other people's work, like just practicing and practicing and practicing and see how I like things, what other people like, in general, stuff like that. I love Hamtaro, Animal Crossing, Sunny Angels, Calca Critters. I'm very big with animals. I like to read, and I want to do some more like bookish merch for my shop because I do really love reading. I am a full-time worker though, so that means that my small business is more of like a hobby than any kind of job because it's just you have to put a lot of work into a small business, and I didn't realize that in the beginning because when I started it was 2021. It was still kind of, the pandemic era, so I had more time to put into it. But right now, being full-time, it's more of like when I can squeeze it in, which is kind of unfortunate. However, I'm trying to figure out that work-life balance, and that's very important if you're going to start a small business and you do have a full-time job, is that you need to know when to relax and when to work on your other job and when to work on your Etsy. But always remember that like you want your Etsy to be fun. You don't want it to be like stressful and be demanding. It's supposed to be a hobby. It's supposed to be fun for you. So you never want to lose that part of your business. So my business journey, I started Instagram in 2021. That's when I got my iPad. Before that, I used to draw like everywhere. I would draw on paper, like in my notebooks and my margins. And then at some point I was like, I want my iPad. I need an iPad. I want Procreate. I see all these videos of people like deleting, going back and everything on Procreate. I want to do that. I'm such a perfectionist and I'm not good at drawing. So I figured if I had an iPad, I can draw better. Somehow magically I would learn how to draw. That wasn't the case when I first started, but my development has gotten so much better over time. So then when I started with my Instagram, I started creating things solely for myself. Like my Instagram slowly grew from there. I had a lot of like Animal Crossing, Pokemon, just like random cutesy things, Hamtaro on my Instagram. There's just things I really enjoyed. I didn't have any like original characters, which I want to do now, but back then it was more so like things that I thought were cute and that I grew up with in my childhood. So when I followed a lot of stores and I would have them on my Instagram feed, I would be like, wow, these people are selling these cute stickers, stationery and stuff. Like, I really want to try that. Obviously, I'm not a great drawer, but I really want to try to see if I can make a business. So when that happened, I need to figure out, what do I need to make a business? Everyone says it's Cricut or Silhouette. Didn't have either of those. So first thing I had was a printer. I had the HP MB645, and that was roughly $150. It's not the best starter printer, but it did work for what I needed, and I still have it. I still use it. I want to get a new printer, but I'm just trying to budget what is like absolutely necessary, and my printer works fine, so I don't need to get another one. My Cricut was a present from my parents because they asked for it for Christmas, so that was great. I got was online label sticker paper that was $13 for 100 sheets. I got one of those, and then I got Avery laminating sheets, and that's $25, and I got 2 of those. those were two things like when I was looking and researching what kind of paper people like. They just said online labels, so I started with that. I still need to go through my online labels, and once I get finish them, I think I might try other paper out. So potentially I'll do a video of me testing different sticker paper, who knows. Then my iPad 4, it's like the 4th generation, it was $350, and then with that I got the iPad Pencil. I think it was an iPad Pencil Pro, and it was $129. I have my tripod, that was $25. So in total it was $705. This does not include the Cricut price because I did get it as a present, but you have to keep in mind like how much Cricuts cost, and you can always get them second hand or as a bundle on Amazon. Has them sometimes on sale during like the holidays. So that's everything I needed to start my business. You know, people also outsource like their stickers. You can do that too. That just, you need to make a budget how much you're willing to spend in pocket, because outsourcing stickers are obviously going to cost money. The same with making them in store, like in your own house. But if you have all your materials, it's definitely going to cost a lot less. So you have to bear in mind like how much you want to price your item or the type of quality. Everything is going to be different depending on if you make them at home, if you buy them from like Sticker Mule or Sticker Rack or whatever. So always keep in mind, like always write down like the cost of everything you're purchasing, like how many units you can get out of it, etc. Because then you want to build those costs into your sticker price. That's just something to keep in the back of your mind. I listed a group of 6 stickers when I first started. I had Totoro, Hamtaro, Cute Tea Set. The Totoro sticker sold the best, but unfortunately I think Studio Ghibli doesn't like you selling like merch like that online, so my sticker got taken down unfortunately, which is okay. I understand. I will not make any Studio Ghibli merch like that on my Etsy shop. And this was a slow like process. This was my beginning. I was thinking of ideas. At the moment I could only do stickers because that's the only thing I was capable and I understood how to do. I watched a lot of videos, a lot of videos, and that's one thing you need to do too, on how to make stickers, do sticker sheets. I wasn't great at sticker sheets in the beginning. I'm still not great at sticker sheets. Those are probably one thing I would outsource in the future. But in the first year, I made 30 sales, with 190 in Beneview, and I had 1,000 visits. Now, revenue for 190, that's literally everything. No fees were taken out, no shipping costs or whatever. That's everything. So it's definitely a lot less because Etsy does take a lot in your sales with fees. In 2022 was a lot slower for me. I didn't have like 1,000 stickers on my shop. From 2021 to 2022, maybe I put like 15 to 20 more stickers, but that was really it, just stickers. And it was a lot of a slow year for me because I was traveling, and while my Instagram grew a lot in my first year of using it, I saw a plateau where it felt like the Instagram algorithm wasn't really working for me. I didn't post as much because of that plateau. I just got so discouraged, and it really wasn't improving at that point. So it put me in a slump, and I didn't make that many stickers at that point, or I didn't really market my Instagram or my Etsy shop like I should. And that's like, Instagram's a very good place to market. Same with TikTok and YouTube, obviously. But when you're not using those platforms properly, like making reels or posting constantly, they're not going to push your content, which is an issue that I know a lot of people have. Because even if people are making a lot of content, it's still not getting pushed to the right people or being pushed at all, which is unfortunate when you're trying to sell stickers and things like that. But during that year, I only made 11 sales. I only had 11 sales and 15 revenue. Don't know how many visits I got, probably like none, or maybe like 100. And that was a very slow year for me, very slow. But I'll be honest, I was happy with the 11 sales because I really didn't do anything with my shop. Now 2023, for the majority of the first half of the year, I was just like making products, making things. I made keychains, like not these colored ones. I made shrinky dinks, and they were cute. I made a lot of like made some stickers. I made prints, my prints. I never post them because they just weren't as like what I like. I might want to get them online to be nicer. I just was drawing a lot in 2023, drawing a lot more at least. I got a lot of news back. I got like a new awakening, maybe because I was starting on TikTok too, and I saw rapid growth on TikTok. But either I got out of my slump somehow, or I just felt the urge to draw again. That's what happened. I was working more and more on my stop, and I had a lot more ideas and a lot more things I still want to do. It's a slow progression because obviously you don't want to spend a lot out of your pocket for your business. If you're making money off your business, you just want to reinvest it. And I need to reinvest a lot of my money into my business, and because I want to get these t-shirts, I want to make these. I think this is really cute, and I want to have like all these other designs I want to make, glass jars, bookmarks, so many things, and that is cost money. But I also want to make sure I have the traction that of like people are going to purchase it. So in 2023 until present, I made over 65 plus in sales with 7,000 visits, and revenue was 1,285. Remind you, this has no fees or anything taken out of it, so that's just like the flat rate of how much I made. And it does not count the cost of materials, because certain things like these little keychains, they cost money to make. But so that's just like the flat rate I got. And a lot of my sales this year were because of those keychains. I don't see a lot of sales with my stickers and anything, and I think that's also because I'm just not marketing them right. I took a lot of my listings down that I'm just not proud of those stickers anymore, and I want to make a lot of new ones. And I have a lot of new ideas, and I just want to refresh my account. And I think I'm going to start slowly doing that. It's a process, and I think it can get done. I just need to put like everyone needs to do with your own business. You need to put a lot of effort into it, and you want to make sure you're doing it smart, where you're writing everything down. And I'm gonna talk about this in my next section, which is like I label this beyond the numbers. But you want to make sure you're categorizing everything appropriately, and like ensuring that it's kind of like you know what's gonna work. It's like doing I guess like some sort of projection of like how the audience is gonna take it. I'm rambling right now, and I'm not gonna cut this out because it's fine. Anyways, to my next section, beyond the numbers. So I spoke about revenue, and I wanted to be very transparent about it because Etsy is my hobby, and I would love it to be a full-time job, but that's just not gonna be the case for me. At least not yet. It could be the case for me in like a year, who knows. But I also want to be clear, I'm not trying to motivate. I was not motivated to try hard because Etsy was upsetting me very much. And I want to be honest, you need to be very consistent if you want to make really good numbers. And for me, I was happy with my numbers at that point because I did have a full-time job and this was my hobby. But I do want to make it bigger. And I don't want anyone to be discouraged when they're coming on and thinking, oh, I'm not going to make a lot of money. You can and you will if you put a lot of effort into it. It has to be something you're like willing to wake up at the crack ass of dawn and work on it, because it's not, being an artist is a 24/7 job. Working at an office is a 9 to 5 job. So there's a lot of differences. And I'm not trying to discourage you to saying that it's going to be a lot of work. Yes, it will be a lot of work, but if you love doing this, then it shouldn't be a problem, because this is your hobby, this is your love, and creating things for other people should not make a difference. So here's some things I would recommend. You want to make a plan. You need to discuss ideas, discuss developments, discuss marketing, discuss profits, and you need to write all these things down so you know that you can make a profit off this in the long run. And that when you're developing ideas, that you know how to market them, you know what kind of keywords to use in your hashtags, places to put them, like reels on Instagram or TikToks or shorts for YouTube. Different markets and different mediums you need to use, because there's audiences all over the place. Like I might not be on YouTube, but I might be watching it on TikTok. or someone on TikTok might not be on Instagram, and vice versa. So there's a lot of different areas you need to market and develop and utilize, because you will find a lot of different audiences who will buy your items. So first, for ideas, so what are you gonna sell? How much will it cost to produce that item? You need to make sure you're writing down everything, you're keeping all your receipts and writing your costs. Because in the long run, if it says it costs $6 to make that item, do not charge $7 on Etsy, because you're not going to make any money off the item. How long it took you to make it is also part of how much you're going to make it cost, because it might take you 3 hours to make one item, and if you only list it for $10, is that really beneficial for you? Do you want to make $10 an hour? Like, how much do you want to make hourly based on a certain product? That's you have to keep into mind. What will it take for you to develop the item? What kind of item, like material do you need? Is it gonna be expensive material? Is it material you only buy once and you're good? Like Cricut, you only really need to buy it once until obviously it stops working for you, but that won't be for a long time. You need only to buy a camera once or a tripod once. Certain things you only really need to buy once, unless God forbid something happens to it in the long run. But there's certain things that you will have to spend more money for, but you will have it for a longer period of time. Is there already a market for these items? If you're making keychains, yes, there's already a market for keychains. So you need to tap into that market, figure out their algorithm, what people are using for the hashtags, how these people are marketing. You want to look at other people's not ideas, like videos and stuff, and do not copy them, but just get your own idea. Keep in mind, like, oh, I like how she's doing that. I want to try to figure something out like that for my own video. And stuff like that, it will help you immensely, because there's already a bunch of people who are doing this stuff. Oh. I think Amazon trolls here. Anyways, there's already a bunch of people who are doing and marketing certain things, so you can always gather ideas from them. Is it going to be competitive? Yes, 100% it's going to be competitive, but a lot of people will buy from a lot of other people, so your stickers are going to be different from other people's stickers, so you will stand out and you will have a backing. So even if it's competitive or not, it's a fun game, because in the end, if people enjoy your stuff, they're going to buy from you. And then how will you market them? Where will you market them? Some people like to do market stalls. You can do that. I've never done it. I don't know of many market stalls around here, but you can also just do on Etsy. Like, I hope to, by the end of the year, maybe have enough ability to open my own like Shopify shop or whatever, because Etsy just has too many fees. But you can sell on Big Cartel or all those other websites. But the main thing is you have to be consistently there and ask yourself these questions over and over again for all the new products you're going to make. And I want to do this for myself too. I want to make a list of all my products and make how I'm going to market them, my hashtags, how I'm going to do videos and reels. And I think that's important to do for everything. And I know it might take a long time, and I know it might be annoying to be constantly figuring out what kind of reels I want to make for this. But in the end, if you have a list of reels for like making these t-shirts, it's really gonna help you not struggle, not be like, oh, what am I gonna do for this one picture? I want to like boost it, but I don't know what kind of reel. But if you already pre-made those ideas, you can wake up one morning and be like, I want to do that reel right now, and I have to like the time to do it, so let's do it. Now I'm gonna wrap this up, because I don't know, I think it's probably been 15 minutes so far. And I want to say this is the 4th year of me owning my own business, and I'm still slowly growing. And I want to take your biggest takeaways to like never give up, because I'm not going to give up, and I hope to never give up, because I love doing this. So that's something you need to know for yourself, is that there is going to be ups and downs. And okay, I'm back, and I was talking about, I'm not sure where my tangent was going, but all in all, do not get discouraged about making a business and it's not booming in the first 3 months. It's not gonna happen. It could happen. You could blow up on TikTok. but likely it might not happen, and that's just because you haven't found your people yet. You haven't found the audience who wants to purchase those items, and you will find them. You just have to constantly keep working at it. You have to make more TikToks, more shorts, more reels, whatever. So do not give up. Just consistently make your content and do what you love, because in the end, if you're loving it, then it shouldn't matter if so and so doesn't like it. It is what makes you happy, and they will also find that that same item makes them happy too. So in the end, I would love to follow more people. So if you guys want to drop any Etsy shops below, or Instagrams or TikToks, whatever, please do. Thank you for watching. Every like or share or subscribe, it really helps me out. So thank you.